Hey gang, Ruin here. Welcome on back to the Cade in episode 9 of our playthrough of Super Robot Wars Alpha Gaiden from 2001 for the PS1. We are in Mission 9, which was not playing this way. It's kind of how this game works, is you can bounce from mission to mission. But this is called the Festival of Fools. And what I did is that we are starting kind of after we did all the pointless banter back and forth, which really doesn't have a whole lot of involvement in how this particular mission goes. So what we need to do is that we are trying to get to the SDF-1, or the Supernatural Fortress Macross, which is this big old hole that's sitting in this pool of water, because the current occupiers of the SDF-1, who are our enemies, have the Macross crew as hostages. And they're going to trot out Lynn Minmay, who, if you know your Macross lore, is like she's the main focal point in the series, in that she helps bring about, simply because she's a pop idol singer, her music has such an impact on the enemies in that series that it helps bring about the end of the Macross War. It's really convoluted. If you watched it 40 years ago like I did, it may make sense to you. But, I mean, I would have to pull out, like, logarithms and charts to really explain it all. But her whole point in this is that she is serving to try to convince the people of Earth that it is not the current occupiers who saved everybody. It's actually my team that did it, and we need to start siding with them as opposed to these guys. So, now that that is out of the way, here's where the tough part's going to start. We have, as you see here, one Veritek, or one Valkyrie. And this is an advanced Valkyrie. It's the JF-19, and it's from Macross Plus. And the Samu, who is the pilot, won't let Project Nova get scrapped for some lousy unmanned fighter, which he's talking about, the Ghost. And now, the Ghost happens to be the YF-21, who is piloted by Gould. Gould is the other pilot in the other Valkyrie in Macross Plus. And they have a bit of a childhood rivalry. Now, what I can do is I can sit back here and fight him, or I can just start moving, because my goal is I have to get down this, it's a Star Wars trench run, to this square on the SDF-1 to rescue Minmay and trigger the rest of the mission. Gould is going to follow me down there. And along the way, I can pick off these other mobile suits who are all sitting here. If I do, I get a skill point. But honestly, Isamu doesn't have the firepower, and I've got too much other stuff going on in this mission to have to deal with it. So I am simply just going to stick to the script. And plus, these mobile suits can't really hit me all that much. Now, Gould will give chase, as he is programmed to do. Now these guys, the big mechs at the back, they're essentially giant mortar launchers. They can hit for miles. But because I'm so small and I'm so agile, they can't hit me to save their life. Now these guys are a little bit tougher, but I mean still they're only aiming with 13 to 12% accuracy, so I'm going to scoot by them. These guys are all going to attack. I'm going to save my weaponry. And if it seems like I know what I'm doing a little bit more in this episode, it's because I'd actually recorded an episode prior to this where I resulted in not just one, but 2 game overs. Because if he gets damaged enough, if Osamu's HP gets whittled down to nothing, it's an automatic game over. And I don't want to deal with that. Now, gold will keep on coming. What I want to do is I want to get to right about here. And I'm just going to wait. I'll evade all this stuff again. And we're still 5% on evades, so, I mean, the odds of them hitting me, if I'm under, if 5% or less, are truly slim to none. I've yet to have a point in this game where if that's the sort of hit potential I'm looking at, that I've ever taken damage. These guys will all stay there. Now Gould will attack, and I can let him attack me. Because essentially this is just it's a childhood spat with super advanced weaponry at their disposal. Case in point, I bought you lunch in high school twice. Really? You're grown men, and you bought you lunch 13 times. I don't know if this is canon to actual Macross Plus. I've never seen Macross Plus, though I do have it, and I should see it. So, I've taken Gould out, and now he gets his memory back. But, this is not the end of him. So he will go down in this fight, but I will eventually get him back. And I will be able to utilize both him and Osamu on my squad. And I get 3,000 in funds for that. But now they're going to launch the ghosts. And these ghost fighters are a real pain in the butt. Because they can hit for a ton and are super evasive. So see, at 38%, they just chopped out 2/3 of my life, which is why, like I said, I want to get down the trench and get over here as soon as I can. Because now that I've reached the SDF-1, that moves this all forward. And now us as the preventers are showing up. And it's Sidebuster and the Voltez team, but we are not configured into Voltez V yet. And we also have the Getter G team. Launch the Macross missile effect. Which matters not, because we are coming in hot and heavy. And we are putting them down. And now we will convert into Voltes 5. And we get Getter Dragon as the Skull Squadron takes those missiles out. Raideen and Dan Cougar show up. The Messenger brothers are here. It's all hands on deck to attack the Macross and liberate it. But that is not good. So if we had gone through and taken all those mechs out, we would have gotten a lot more credits. And we would have gotten a lot more potential for stuff. But really, it's a case of everything's got to line up just right. And more often than not in that mission, it really doesn't. So now we have this big old super mech sitting here. And he's got friends. We have 15 units to launch this time. So what we will do is we will bust out Ditarn, Voltes, Combattler, Great Messenger, Getter Dragon. I should break out Raideen. I definitely need Wing Zero for his map attack. Death Scythe will be helpful. Heavy Arms will be helpful. I need a couple of healers, so Diana will go. Venus will go. I need Psybuster. I should have Dan Cougar. Messenger Z. Who else? We'll go with Bry Thunder. So that big super mech in the middle is called the Granzon. And if memory serves, we want to be able to stay out of his line of fire for a bit. So this is Dr. Shirakawa, also known as Shu. And he's sacrificing the people living on Earth to open a gate to allow the shockwave to come through. Don't mince words. He just said he's going to sacrifice a couple of 100 billion people. Or 100 million people, rather. So now we get his grand plan, which is to open the gate to let the shockwave, which we are actively trying to stop from reaching the Earth, come through to destroy the world so he can rebuild it as something else. Alright, so. What I need to do now is I need to start taking out these mechs over here. Not surprisingly, my guys are going to be more than powerful enough to deal with them. Voltes can more than absorb that damage. Pair Voltes up. Bust out the big gun. Toast. Wow, Radiant whiffed right in front of him. Alright, Bragger took a little bit of a knock. Diana was able to hit it. %. Some great Masner over this way. Alright, and I want to keep the Argama relatively back and out of harm, Because if I don't... and he takes too much damage, then I won't be able to utilize his best attacks for the Granzon and everything else. Alright, hopefully he doesn't take too much damage. Ooh, okay, Brygar is in serious trouble here. This guy's going after Diana, which... that should put an end to him. Boran is gone. We picked up Shobam armor, and she goes up 2 levels for that. And gets a heal command. The Neo Granzon, after all that big talk, is it not even coming for us? Uh-oh. Psycho Gundam Mark II. And it's Purutu who's the pilot of that. And Katagina. Okay, the problem now is that if I had Judo out, I could persuade Puru 2 and be able to get her later on. So now what I want to do is I want to move the Orgama out of the way. I definitely want to move Brygar out of the way because I need to get him fixed up. Alright, now here's where Dan Cougar comes in handy because I can bust out the big gun on this guy, put him down. He goes up 2 levels. Drop a rocket punch on this guy. He's... Yazin is out. We get a booster, which will help our guys move more squares. And having Misaki in the Psybuster is going to be nice, because that's more what he's designed for. With Hamrabi. With the God Thunder. He can't hit me because I use the alert, which is what I wanted. Now, the only problem with Troa is the Troa, being a land-based mech with the heavy arms, can't move very far. And neither can Duo, at least not yet. I'm going to leave Great Messenger back here in case these two come in and try to flank him. Granzon's staying put. And he's not going to like the fact that he got hit with a twin buster rifle. Cuts his life in half. And I get a full open attack with heavy arms, which is his big attack. And Wing Zero has an energy shield at this point, which can help mitigate those sorts of attacks. But if the Psycho Gundam can hit me from here, that's not good. Alright, either way, I'm taking one of these two out. Or not. Alright, 91% to hit. If I whiff on this, I will be most displeased. Alright, so Mauer's gone. She goes up 2 levels and gets Psychic 1 for Akira. That'll help. So the latent abilities, the benefit in that is with the pilot-specific ones, it's good to start unlocking those when we can. We have the biosensor. Take the beam scissors to this capital ship. And what do we have with Troa here? So Troa can alert. Can do a full open attack, but from this range, if he misses that ship, I'd be staggered. Beam Saber's not enough to put it down. That's where Heavy Messenger Z comes in handy. Because the Iron Cutter will be more than enough to put him away. No, it wasn't. Holy cow. That should have been enough. That ought to do it. There. Get a biosensor for Basque. That takes care of that one. And I need alert for Combattler. Alright, bring her up a level. Put the Thunder Break on the Psycho Gundam. I want to be able to see this because Thunder Break is one of my favorite weapons for Messenger Z. Or Great Messenger, I should say. But as you see, it takes out a ton of his energy. It's 50 a shot. But when it lands... Oh, this is looks like it's going to hurt. Now 1550. Not terrible, but not great either. Alright, well, Brygar hit him with the spear. That was a critical hit, which is what I'm wanting. And the alert comes in handy. Brygar goes up a level. Let's see, I've moved everybody else. Yes. And Neo Granzon is still sitting there. question is my guys on that shoreline, are they within range now? So he's still not moving. Man, I hope this doesn't take her out. All right. Put her on board. Put her on board. So by doing that, I'll allow them to heal up. And not take any more damage. Hit with the getter beam. That's critical. Alright, Puru is gone, so we don't have to worry about the Psycho Gundam. He goes up 2 levels, does Tetsuya. We've already seen what the Bri Spear can do. That's a critical hit. Okay, so now what I can do is I can start sending these guys up towards taking on Neo Granzon. Start moving these guys that way. Now, as long as he doesn't have a full map attack, which I'm going to assume he does, I don't want to put everybody clumped in one area. So I want to kind of move them and stagger them out. That way, if Granzon does want to attack, he can only really point at one thing at a time. And then the Argama, I want to keep out of range, but I want to get it close enough that I can use a map attack on it. Because being able to take him down is going to be wholly dependent on our ability to bust out map attacks and do it that way. Even though right now we don't have the ability to super amp the attacks that we've got. And he's still hellbent on taking down Great Messenger. I mean, can I hit it for 5,000? Probably not. So, one more time with the Machi to do the alert. Because the spear, again, being not dependent on a lot of energy, gotta do the same thing here. Where I could use the Getter Beam, but he's only got about 100 energy left, and I need to save it for the Granzon. I need Ryoma to hit. And 36%, that's not going to cut it. Alright, I don't want to use the map attack for the Thunder Break. %? Nope. Alright, we got 3 levels with Combattler and get Strike. Now, I doubt I'm going to even do much of a dent in this thing the first go-around. Alright, use the Chodenji top. Everybody's gonna get a line to crack on him while we're fighting him. This will be an interesting test of how strong Daitarn is. And I missed with the hammer. That doesn't surprise me. Zap. Okay. We haven't seen the disc cutter yet, and we get to see an idea of how big Neo Granzon is. So yeah, we've made a tiny dent in Neo Granzon. But he's already used 60 of his energy. And if we keep making him use... Oh, I whiffed! Would you would think with something that big, I wouldn't miss out hitting him. Yeah, the Worm Smasher, if I can start getting him to utilize all of his energy now and burn that down so he can't use it as much, That's going to be super helpful for me. Alright, so Master Z is fully powered up. Oh, wow, Koji took a heck of a shot there. That's not good. All right, so I can attack him from here. Hit for 75%. The whiff on that, which I'm happy about. All right, and I want to have Wing Zero be straight out that way because what I want is I want to be able to get to a point where I can use a map attack on him here, move everybody out of the way, and then still be able to utilize my best attacks to put him down. Wow, nobody on this team has alert yet? I could have sworn I had it. Alright, bring the Argama up this way. Now I need to start moving these guys over here. Bring the rest of my heavy hitters up and take him down. Okay. Now let's see what Neo Granzon does. Yep, he's casting a area attack. That's what I was worried about. I think that's going to take out Messenger. Whew, I got lucky. Okay. I've got 14 energy left, so I can't use the twin buster rifle. And I have enough willpower that I can utilize this stuff. But see, that's where I've hit my limit. So this is where having the limit upgrades come in really handy. Oh, wow. Man, he took a serious whack. Whiffed with the beam scissors. He's at 145 energy. Troa goes up a level. Can we hit with the javelin? Nope. That's the problem with Daitarn. Daitarn is big, but dude can't hit water if he fell out of a boat. And the Heaven Sword is only 48%. Yeah, I definitely need to be able to hit him. And having the ability to double my attack power at this point would be really nice to have, but I don't have Valor yet. I mean, I might as well use the multi-shot. I've got 2 of them. What does he have for the... Alright, so the Hyper Cannon is a circular attack, which means I've got to move everybody out of the zone in which I will hit him in. In order for that to land. The other problem is I don't have strike, so there's no guarantee that my doing so will actually impact it. Which sucks, because I need to be able to have those attacks land if I want to do enough damage to it. Alright, has everybody else moved? Yes. He's doing the gravity cannon again. How many of those hits can he fire? That might take out Dan Cougar. Ooh, Sidebuster took a hell of a hit. Almost took out Dan Cougar. Ooh, and Death Scythe got it. Okay. So yeah, it's just I have to keep hammering away on him. Are you kidding? I can't use it now? Really? That sucks. Alright, use the Twin Buster Rifle. In later games, having Valor and the ability to double the power of your map attacks at once makes stuff like this so much easier. Alright, move out of the way. I can't imagine he can fire that thing again. He's down to 50 energy. And he's not going to get me back. 88% with the full open attack. Are you kidding? I whiffed? Oh, that's annoying as hell. Yeah, the Great Typhoon's not going to do anything against him. Alright, let's get everybody else moved up. Alright, everybody else is clear. Use the Grand Worm Sword. And whiffed. All right, use the hyper cannon. Hopefully this hits. I don't think it did. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Alright, so this could land. Full map function Thunder Break. And he absorbed it. Because of course he did. But he's only got 8 energy left, which means he's going to be using the Granzon sword the rest of the way. But I still have to be careful because that thing can do a hell of a lot of damage. So what am I running into here? I got to see what I'm looking at. Because if he's got a force field up that is not allowing me to hit him, then I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do to be able to bring him down. Well, that hit. He can't hit me from there. Excellent. Oh, we get to see Troa in action for once. All right, and bring up the rest of the gang. Now we can chop him down a bit. Alright, everybody else is moved up. Who all is recharged and ready to go? Okay, so Diana and Sayaka are good. How much of a critical hit did he take? Oof, he took a bit. Okay. Fix up Duo. Send Diana back here. Oh. Really? She couldn't fix... Oh, well, that's why, because Great's fully powered up. Alright, I've got Riding and everybody else. Alright. See if we can connect with the Twin Lancer. Alright, we broke through and did damage. We get a supplemental attack, but it didn't land. And now we can go back and do some more work. We've got to have this connect. And he can't hit me from here, so we'll gladly whittle him down some more. And Sayuka got a little bit of, or that was Jun got a little bit extra help in. And he whiffed again. All right, 88% with the Great Booster. That connected. Alert. Now we can go in. All right, Ryoma. Put his ass down. And we still haven't whittled him down enough yet that we're seeing his life, or how much HP he has left. There we go. 8,500 and counting. That's a mighty big pig sticker you got there, sir. Too bad you will whiff. If only I could use the Shine Spark, that'd be even better. Alright, we've already seen the Bri Spear. Okay, Raiden is good to go. Messenger's just about good to go. Yep, the God Thunder. whiffed with the breast fire. That's not good. %26 to hit. Nope. I mean, it's gonna barely make a dent in him. Alright, hopefully he can stand up to this. Yeah, he did. And the spear broke through the shield, which is what I was wanting. %33, no. Yeah, I've got enough willpower, I just don't have the cap to do it. And now he's got full power to hit him. Will the drill pressure punch land? Yes, it will. Secondary attack misses. But this time, I will have him hit full out. Because he only needs 371 damage. Let's watch him put him away. Finally! Like, this is a quarter pole boss that we've had to deal with here. But that we didn't lose any other mechs. Like, we should get a whole lot of credits out of doing all this stuff, even though we did not do what we needed to with the Psycho Gundam to be able to get that progressed with Puru 2. But ultimately, I mean, the only thing that we're not going to get out of it is we didn't get... Holy cow, we went up 5 levels. We don't get the Mark 1 Cubile, which is a support mech. It's not the end of the world that we don't get it. But now we got a problem. Because taking out the Granzon just opened up a dimensional gate that we just got sucked through. This is not good. We had no way to get away from that. And now that we have been pulled through time to a different planet. We have 50 grand in funds for that, and we get 2 more pieces of parts. And this should take us right to the intermission screen. All right, so we are way overdue because we're at 1 hour 16. So we've got 105,000 in funds to deal with and new parts. and a bunch of other stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and save this. And then in the next episode, after we've gone through and parsed out all that money and upgraded things, we will see where we are at, and we will work through Mission 10. But in the meantime, my name is Ronan. It has been great to spend this time with you. Be safe, be well, happy gaming. We'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.